Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Hope you're having a lovely day. So today's video is actually a what's on my iPhone. First I'm going to show you what my actual phone is. So I've got the iPhone 11. I picked it up in April, so I've had it for a couple of months now, and I picked it up in the bright yellow pale kind of colour. Love this colour so much. If you guys don't know, I love the colour yellow, so it made sense for me to just get the iPhone 11 in yellow. That's just a bit of backstory about my phone. And this is my lock screen. I'm gonna actually go ahead and screen record everything so you guys can see what's on my phone. So let's just go for it. I have this lock screen. It's pretty much like a sunset, and I've got a word Hakuna Matata written across it. My Face ID unlocks my phone, so just swipe up. Now you guys can see literally I've just got everything on one page. First one I've got extra, so this is literally just like things that I don't normally use but I don't really want to delete, if that makes sense. I don't really want to delete it and then realise, oh yeah, I need these apps again. So I've literally got Bitmoji, I've got Countdown, I've got Apple Music, I've got Contacts, I've got Clock. Now I do normally set quite a few alarms. I'm that kind of person to just like not wake up straight away, so I have to keep snoozing the alarm. I've got my notes, I've got my iTunes store, I've got Around Me, which is essentially like find things around you. So doing now, you can find things like bars, cinemas, coffee bars, movies, hotels, all things like that. So that's just general direction use. Shortcuts, I've got calculator, reminders, and I don't actually use reminders that much. It's in my extra folder. Find My iPhone, you've got an Apple Watch, you've got the Amazon Music, you've got podcasts, Fatsoma. So Fatsoma is essentially an app where you can use to find tickets for festivals and gigs and all that kind of stuff. So you guys can see here that you've got Snobs sit down today at 9:30. So you get like little tickets. I've used this actually quite a bit when I went to uni because some of my events were linked from here, so I could just buy the tickets from here, and it's really useful. So I recommend getting that kind of app. It's very useful. I've also got a measuring thing. I've got a Circuit, which was like my university laundry service kind of thing, so put money into this app and then use it to pay for my laundry. I've got News, I've got Printer Pro, which allows me to essentially print things from my iPhone directly onto the printer. I've got Wix, which is obviously a make your own website kind of app, Apple TV, Apple Remote, and I've got Files, just like Google Files and all that kind of stuff. So that's my extra folder. Then you guys can see I've got my settings, I've got a calendar, I've got an app store, very useful if you want to buy your apps. This one I've got internet folders, so essentially I just keep Google, I've got Safari, I've got Chrome. I normally use Chrome quite a bit and I use Safari. Don't really use Google that much. My sister uses Google a lot, so I've got Google on my phone for her. So yeah, that's just internet, and this is my important. So this is essentially my LinkedIn, my business kind of folder kind of thing. I've got my health app, I've got BBC News if you're doing economics. BBC News is good for you. And I've got my data app. Then this is literally like a little connection, so literally I keep every single folder with like a little emoji of what the actual thing inside the folder is. Does that make sense? So this one's like all of my connections or my links, hence I've got the little link emoji kind of thing. So I've got my Wi-Fi network for my uni, I've got just general Wi-Fi for my house, all these kind of things. I find it very useful just to keep all my connections in one place, so if I lose a data or something or my Wi-Fi's not working, I could just check on here and see what the problem is. Very useful for that. I also have this education folder, so I just tend to have everything educational stuff in here. So I have books, I have HP Review, which essentially was I had like a book, and you could just put your camera over the specific picture, and if you click on it, it will give you like a live version. It will come to life, the page will come to life and explain to you what a diagram shows or what this particular like sentence or what does it mean. It goes into thorough detail, so I use that quite a bit. I've got Photomath, so essentially it's an app where you can take a picture of a specific question and it will tell you how to solve it, and it will tell you like the actual answer to the question. So if you're wondering how do I do an algebraic question, you essentially just have to put like a question here and you take a picture of it, and it should essentially like look through it and say, oh yeah, this is the answer to your question. And you take a picture of it and it will show you how to actually go about solving the question. give you step by step, so it's very, very useful. I used it quite a bit when I had to do maths and I didn't understand a question, so that was very, very useful. I've got Quizlet, now essentially just a quiz app where you can make your own quizzes, you can test yourself on the quizzes they have planned for you on specific topics that you want to know about more. So I've got accounting subject, I've got SATs for my sister, I've got financial assets, so financial accounting, again it's for university. So this is very, very useful. I used this a lot when I was doing my A-levels as well. A very handy app if you guys want to go about testing yourself for knowledge, and there's different types of tests that you can do, so very useful. I've got Khan Academy, again I'd use it a lot for biology and chemistry and physics, very useful. Obviously you can just search what topics you want, so you've got maths, science, economics, arts and humanities, computing, you've got test preparations and all these kind of things, so you just look at topics that you want to know more about and they can explain to you in detail what it is. Very useful. It's my Blackboard app and it's just my university app. I've got Google Drive and I've got GoToWebinar, which allows me to access webinars that take place throughout the days and we're from university and all that kind of thing. This is Zapper. Now I think this was another app that allows you to make things come to life. I don't really use it that much anymore, so I need to delete the app. I have a banking app. Now essentially this is all my banking stuff. I'm not really going to go opening my bank details, but yeah, this is my banking app. I keep everything that I have for terms of banking in here. I have a food box. Now everyone has to have a food box in their phone, like easy way to access quick fast food deals. I've got Deliveroo, I've got Uber Eats, I've got Domino's. I use Domino's a lot. I love Domino's. My favourite fast food place, if you guys don't know. McDonald's, and I've got Pizza Hut. Just anything like Italian would be great. This is my games folder. I use this folder literally every single day. I've got games like Hungry Shark, which essentially got a shark and your aim is to literally go ahead and eat as much as you can and grow your shark up, and you can actually level up to different sharks, each one having its own little limitations and all that kind of thing. So very, very, very exciting game. Colour fill, so essentially you can't hit these yellow blocks and you have to essentially fill the entire space without hitting the yellow blocks, and then if you do that you pass a level. I've got a maze, so essentially this is another app where you have to fill up the entire space, all the black parts, with this little blue thing. Every little level has a different colour. But essentially you have to fill up every single black space by just going over it like this. Sometimes you have to complete each level in a certain amount of moves, which is very, very interesting. Sometimes it gets really hard because the levels get really complicated. But it's interesting. Got 2048, which essentially is a game where you have to make this number, this 2048 number in the tile. So it takes me quite a while, but like this is my score. But like the tile here, like where it says 16, these numbers should end up saying 2048 sometime soon, but it's so hard to get to that number. Very, very hard. And then if you move up this way, another number comes in place, so it's like as you move a piece, another piece comes in and your whole board gets full, and you try not to get your board full, but you have to try and get to the number 2048. Another exciting game I play it quite a bit, but I've just forgotten about it now. Another favourite would be Helix Jump, amazing game. So essentially you just have to try and not hit the orange thing and get to the bottom very, very quickly. So if you die, obviously you have to restart and then you get a little boost and everything. So very, very good game. Sandballs, so essentially you have a truck and you have to try and pave the little diamonds or balls or whatever it is down the sand and into the truck. You have this, so you essentially have to just go down here and go down here. Oh gosh, okay, but you have to hit the bomb at the start to make sure there's enough space for the actual diamonds to get down into the truck. Good game to play. Cody Cross is just like a quiz game kind of thing, so you have to, it's like little questions that you get asked, and each question gives you an answer and it'll go into like it's like a crossword puzzle in a sense. So that's it's like a trivia kind of game, so it asks you loads of questions about different topics and you're expected to know the answers to it, and you get points on it and you get different levels, so that's very good. Pottery 2 is like if you guys love pottery and you get little challenges in making different pottery. So you have let's say you have this challenge, you have this challenge and you try and make this pattern up in the top left corner, and you have to try and make your pot match exactly that pattern, and you get points on it depending on how well you actually make that pot. And you get to make your own pot and sell your pots, and all that kind of things to people who actually play the game as well. So that's very interesting, very creative game. Cooking City is again like any other fast food place game, where you have people ordering food and you have to quickly give them the food that they want straight away. You get different levels. I'm actually on my, there's about 5 places and I'm currently on my 4th place now, so that's great. Each level gets harder and harder. It takes me a couple of days to get past certain levels. It's so hard, but it's very interesting, very fun to play and very addictive to play. I play it a lot. I have Woody, so essentially like Tetris. If you guys ever played Tetris, where you have these the board and you have to try and fill up the line. So as soon as you fill up a line, that line disappeared, if you guys did see that. So if I do it again, that line disappeared, and you essentially have to get to the best score you can. So right now I've got 2139, but anyway, you have to try and make sure that each line is like filled quickly. If you run out of space on the board, you lose, you try again. Very lovely game. You get challenges as well, so that I'd play the game quite a bit. Quizland is again like a trivia game. Doodle Jump obviously people know what Doodle Jump is by now. You essentially just have to get the little guys to the top without getting hit by monsters. I play this quite a bit. I have played this a lot, a few hours at least, and it's really bad. It's very addictive. Once you get to like a rhythm, you actually know like what to do. So that's Doodle Jump for you guys. Two Dots, it's essentially like a finding, it's like you know Where's Wally, exactly like a Where's Wally game. Happy Colour is Paint by Numbers, if you guys like that. So that's my game folder. Now this is my photography / camera folder, so I keep everything to YouTube cameras. So I've got my photos, I've got InstaShot, which obviously is like a collaging app, same as Pic Collage. Got iMovie where I edit my YouTube videos. I got Fonto and Pixar, which help me do my thumbnails. My YouTube Studio app, I've got my YouTube, I've got Google Photos, like a backup storage for your photos, and I've got my camera. Very simple folder. This is my shopping folder, so I've got all my discounts and all my shopping apps on here. I've got Uni Days, which is like a university discount, so you have to sign in with the institution that you're currently at, and you can pretty much get like discounts on different shops. You get probably at 10% off, 15% off different shops, which is very useful. Got Groupon, which again is like another discount place where you can get little deals and all that kind of things. Got One2, again it's like another discount app for food and drinks. I've got eBay, I've got Amazon, and I've got Apple Store. This is my travel folder, so this is my Uber, Move It, Trainline, Google Maps, Maps into Google Translate. Very useful if you guys want to go traveling a lot, to just keep a Google Translate with you. Yeah, this is just my day-to-day normal travel essential apps. This is my filming one, so movies and videos and that kind of thing. So Netflix and Prime are like the ones I use a lot. I use Netflix quite a bit. Yeah, just very good Netflix channel, especially going to watch The Umbrella Academy. I highly recommend going to watch The Umbrella Academy. It's an amazing TV show to watch, very addictive. I've finished the entire series in 1.5 weeks, because when I watched it, the second season was about to come out a couple of days after I finished it, so it wasn't that bad. But yeah, I finished everything in a week. Very lovely TV show to watch, series to watch. Underneath here I've literally just got my phone. This is my email folder. I sometimes keep up to date with certain emails, I sometimes don't, but I keep every single email app I have in this folder, so all my emails are in one place. This is my social media apps. I use Snapchat and Instagram quite a bit. I use Snapchat more often than Instagram. I use WhatsApp, iMessages, Twitter, FaceTime, Facebook, Messenger and Skype. So I pretty much use Snapchat the most out of all of them, then it has to be followed by Instagram. This is my Spotify. So I do use Spotify every single day. If it's like, even if it's like 5 minutes, I have to put some music on. It's so much relaxing and so much better just to have something going on in the background to listen to. But yeah, that's pretty much what's on my home screen kind of thing. So if I just swipe left, you can see my screen time. Screen time's 4 hours. Sometimes it can get really high. But I have like, sometimes I reach like 6 hours, like no. How can I have spent 6 hours? Which is not great, but it's like a little daily reminder of just to make sure I'm not going on my phone too much. But yeah, this is pretty much my phone. I hope you guys enjoy this video. I know a lot of people keep like the apps out, and it's okay, but I like to keep my phone and my apps in a couple of boxes. But yeah, that's just how I keep my phone. I hope you guys enjoy this video. If you guys haven't checked out my previous videos, go check them out. They're very useful. I'll be doing some more challenges and some couple of different things coming along the way, so stay tuned for that. But yeah, I'll see you guys soon. Bye!